Okay, to start, I just cut 4 pieces of wire that are all about the same length, and I clamped them down to countertop, but anything just to keep them still at the end. And then to braid them, all I do to braid them is just grab 2 pieces in each hand and just kind of cross over each other. Depending on what piece you're making would matter like how tight you pull it. And then I'm using needle nose pliers, but you could also use like flat nose pliers. Those would work too, just to kind of turn the wire to keep it straight on top instead of having it turn while you're twisting it. So I usually will do like 1 twist at a time, and then just as I'm going, just keep grabbing it and like turning it to keep it straight. And you can just do as many as you need for whatever piece you're working on. This one I could probably make into like, it's a little bit looser of a braid, so maybe like the bracelet. But then if you wanted to do something more along the lines of the earrings, you would just kind of keep them a little bit tighter as you're braiding them. And then you can kind of see it once you turn it around how small or how big the braid will be. And that's about it. You can see these ones down here. I'm making them a little bit tighter, and you can see how the wire turns as you work, and then just as you progress, you just go back through and turn it all to make it all flat, and just so it's more wearable. And you can see all like the twists in the front end, how you want it to be. So like that. And then once I get to an end point, all I do is just take one of the 4 strands. If you can see this. I just take one of the 4 strands, and I just kind of, usually I hold it still so it doesn't move on the twist. And I just wrap it around the other 3 pieces. And I would use my pliers like to go back through and make sure it's tight so it won't let go of any of the pieces so they won't come out. And just, I wrapped it like 3 times on my final pieces, but just as many times as you would think it would need to keep it tight like that. And then you kind of get a finished little braided piece. And then the more you work with it, the flatter it'll be, and it'll look more like the braided style of the final piece.